one. Kamari, anything you can tell me about the pattern 15, 18, 21, 24? Good. Is it multiplying 3 or adding 3? Good. It is adding 3. Guys, remember, if I write it, you need to write it. So it's adding 3 every time. It's adding 3. Cameron, is your starting value 15, or do you have to go back a spot? You go back a spot. 15 is considered the what? Does anybody know the name of it? No, starting value is when we go back.
Starting value.
15 is the first term, is what they call it. 15 is the first term. So your starting value, you have to go back a spot. Your starting value, you go back a spot. 15 is your first term. Your starting value is back a spot. Makai, what would come before 15?
12.
So if I'm going to write a y equals rule, it would be 12, and then I'm adding 3 each time. So that's why it's 3 per time. That's where the variable comes through. You're adding 3 per time. Jamon, what answer choice does that match? A, B, C, or D? What? I can't hear. Somebody tell me what you say. D, good. 3n plus 12 is your answer. 3n plus 12 is your answer. Does anybody have a question about that one? Okay. Number 2, calculator active. When you see the words calculator active, what else does that mean? Desmos active, okay? The sequence below shows the number of raffle tickets that Samantha sold each day during the month. Which explicit formula models the number of tickets Samantha sold on day X? So, what does it mean if I make a little table, 3, 7, 11, 15? What does the 3 represent? Can anybody tell me? It is the first term. She sold what? 3 tickets on what day? The first day. I don't know who said that, but good. On the first day, she sold 3 tickets. So make this little chart on your paper, please. Make that little chart. So on the first day, she sold 3 tickets. Then what about the 7? What would that have? Second day, third day, fourth day. Why do the days have to go on the left? Why do the days have to go on the left? It's your time. Time is always on the left. Time is always on the left. Okay. Go ahead and open up your computers and go to Desmos. Go ahead and open up your computers and go to Desmos. And you're going to click plus and a table. Leave this for me. Go to Desmos. You're going to go plus and a table. And you're typing in 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're typing in 3, 7, 11, and 15. All right. And underneath here, I'm going to type what? Can anybody tell me? Y1 tilde mx1 plus b. Type that in now. Type that in now. And if you look at your answer choices, if you scroll down, Liam, what does Desmos tell you the slope and the y-intercept are? Is your what? Slope or y-intercept? It's your y-intercept. B is your y-intercept. What's your slope? 4. So how do I write that? I write y equals, what would I write? Liam, what's my slope? And I have to put a what beside of it? X and then minus 1. Y equals 4x minus 1. Will, what answer choice does that match? That matches answer choice C. Matches answer choice. All right. All right. Number tree. There were originally 4 trees in an orchard each year. Oh, I know what I wanted you to do. I want you to write that right here. Y1 tilde mx1 plus b. Y1 tilde mx1 plus b. Now I remember why I had put that there. All right. That's the formula for what? Originally 4 trees in an orchard. Each year the owner plants the same number of trees. In the 29th year, there were 178 trees in the orchard. Which function can be used to determine the number of trees in the orchard in any year in? Tania, what does it mean when there are originally 4 trees? That's your what?
That's the starting value.
Good. That's your starting value. And it's a positive 4, so you know it can't be B or D. You know it can't be B or D because it's positive 4. If it's your starting value, can anybody tell me what number goes with 4 if it's your starting value? 0. So it's 0, 4, 29, and 178. Write down that table for me, please. 0, 4. 0, 4, and 29, 178. I see some of y'all going ahead and putting that in Desmos, which is great. That's awesome. So the 0 is because it was the starting value. That's where we got the 0 from. Okay? So 0, 4, 29, and 178. Okay? So if I come up here, I'm going to put in 0, 4, thank you, Will, 29, 178, and then I'm going to delete these other ones. Delete, 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 delete. And if I scroll down, did anybody want to scroll down? Paula, what does it give you for your slope and your y-intercept? Say it again. Okay, you can look up online. Good. 6 is your slope, 4 is your y-intercept. So what answer is that going to be? A leaf A or C? C. That's going to be C. Okay. Number 4, I want you to try this one on your own. We'll come around and check it. Number 4, try that one on your own. Then we'll talk about it. You see originally 10, that means you put a 0 and then a 10 when it says originally 10, and then they give you 18 and 280. Put it in Desmos, and your slope is 15, and your y-intercept is 10. So the answer is A. Okay. Number 5, assuming a linear relationship, what is the predicted value of y when x is 4? What is the predicted value of y when x equals 4? Mason, what do you think I need to do with this table? Put it into Desmos. All right, guys, type it in for me. I know y'all hate doing that, but you pretty much hate everything I ask you to do. So let's go ahead and put this one in Desmos. 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6. Thank you to those of you who have already started typing. I appreciate that. 12.6, 15.4. 18.5, 24.2, and 27.4. All right, Mia, what is the question asking on number 5?
What is the predicted value of y when x is 4?
All right, what is the predicted value of y when x equals 4? So they're giving you a number for x. So in Desmos, make sure you have the table in. Guys, look, make sure you have the table in. Make sure you have the y1 tilde, all that in. You're going to put in another line. You're going to type in just you're going to type in f parentheses x equals mx plus b. So type that in for me. F parentheses x equals nx plus b. F parentheses x. Okay, so you also need one, that's the one. Y1 tilde nx plus b. Good. Okay, that'll work. Good. Good. Anybody need help? Okay. What did they give you? What number did they give you on the question? Somebody tell me. What number did they give you? 4. And it's a what value? X. So it goes in the parentheses. So we're going to use the Desmos shortcut. We're going to say F parentheses 4. F parentheses 4. Instead of having to try to find it on the graph, type that in. F parentheses 4. And what does Desmos give you for the answer? 21.4. Micah H, what answer would that be? A, B, C, or D? That would be C, 21.4. 21.4. Okay. All right, flip it over. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 questions left. 4 questions left. Using a linear best fit model for the data, what is the predicted running heart rate of a girl whose walking heart rate is 100 beats per minute? And then it's kind of a typo. This is answer A, answer B, answer C, answer D. Those are your answer choices, okay? So it's asking, what is the predicted heart rate of a girl whose walking heart rate is 100 beats per minute? And they tell you that it's linear. They tell you that it is linear. So we've got to put it in Desmos. Go ahead and do that, please. Let's go ahead and type it in, please. Go ahead and type it in. We got 4 questions left. 66, 72, 74, 78, 80, 84, 86, and 88. Isaac, what's the question asking on this one? All right, walking heart rate of 100. Jada, is walking heart rate X or Y? X. So once again, we're going to put it in the X spot. So come down here and you're going to type F parentheses 100. 100 goes, X values go in the parentheses. X values go in the parentheses. So you put in 100 in the parentheses. And Janae, what do you get for your answer?
B.
Very good. That rounds to 163. Very good. Number 7, the table below shows the average number of attendance at a football game for different years. Let X, this is important, underline that please. Let X represent the number of years since 2000. So you're going to have to change these because X is the number of years since 2000. Jordan, in 2000, how many years has it been since 2000? 0. Good. Make that a 0, please. Make that a 0. Caleb, what about in 2002? How many years has it been since 2000? 2. It's been 2 years. Araya, what about in 2004? How many years has it been?
2.
In 2004, it's been 4 years since 2000. Allison, what about in 2006?
6 years.
It's been 6 years, okay? All right, put this one in Desmos. It might be easier to just X the table and put in a new table. You do need to make sure it's X1 and Y1. You do need to make sure it's X1 and Y1. So we're putting in 0, 2, 4, and 6. And then we're putting in 7, 6, 50. 9,999, 11,190, and 13,008. All right, so 20,000, Raul, is that a year or attendance? Attendance. So that is an X or a Y, Lindsay? Is that an X or a Y value? Lindsay, you there?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
So attendance is your Y value. Stick with this, Lindsay. Attendance is your Y value. So guys, do I put that in parentheses? What do you think? Yes or no? If it's a Y value, it doesn't go in parentheses. You're going to put f of x equals 20,000. You want the attendance to equal 20,000. So put that in. F of x equals 20,000. And on this one, you do have to find where they intersect. I'm looking for a green and a purple. Good. You should find the one that's 14. Zoom out, zoom out, zoom out one more time. Zoom out one more time. There you go. So click where they cross right there. Click over. Yeah. There you go. There's the 14 popping up. Good. Who needs help finding the 14? Zoom out. I'm going to zoom out a lot because we're going all the way to 20,000. I will hit this button. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Right down here. I see that. It's f of x. So you hit put the x and then scroll over to equals. Sorry, put equals 20,000. There you go. Now put the there you go. 14 one. Zoom back in a little bit because we need to do the answer to the 14 one. Keep going, scroll over a little bit. There's the 14 one. Good. Anybody need help with the 14? Okay. What year did it start in, Naz? What year did they tell you this one started in? It started in 2000. It started in 2000, and it's been 14 years is when, so we're going to add 14. Chase, 2000 plus 14 gives you what? Luckily, that's not an answer choice because that would actually be wrong. Why would 2014 be wrong? What's the question asking? We want it to be greater than 20,000. So at 2014, it's exactly 20,000. What year will it be greater than that? 2015. You have to go the year above that. So 2015 is your answer. Okay. All right. Number 8. I'm going to let you, no, we'll do number 8 together. Then I'll let you do one on your own. All right. So let's do number 8. QJ, what's the question asking for number 8?
I can't see your screen.
Right here. Start reading right there for us. Can you see that, QJ, where it says according? QJ, I can't hear you. According to the line of best fit, how many chips would be chirps would be predicted at a temperature of 70. So line of best fit, that's your clue that you're going to put it in Desmos. So let's do that. $50, $61, $66, $75, and $86. $41, $90, $104, $144, and $192. All right. Caleb, is a temperature an X or a Y value in this problem? Is temperature X or Y?
X.
The temperature is X. So Will, am I going to type in F parentheses 70 or F of X equals 70? Good. 70 is going to go in the parentheses because X is what goes in the parentheses. So you put 70 in for the X. And Janiyah, what are we getting for the answer? Good. 124. 124. Okay. I'm going to try to do this last one as quick as possible because I know a lot of you have already gotten it done. All right. So put your table in. And 0.5, 1, 1.5, 2, and 2.5, 70, 80, 82, 85, 88. I have to do the Y1 thing, Y1 tilde MX1 plus B. That tells Desmos to find the slope and the Y-intercept. There's your slope and your Y-intercept. Then, because I want to know what the student, how many hours they study for 97, that's why I have to do some extra steps. F of X equals MX plus B. And then, let me have Isaac, is 97 an X value or a Y value? It's a Y because it's an exam grade. So it is a Y value. So if it's a Y value, you type in F of X equals 97. Only X values go in the parentheses. Then I'm going to click where they cross. 3.45 rounds to 3.5, which is B, which is B for that one. Questions? Okay. All right.